Hi, I'm Pablo Woolls-Blanco, and welcome to a huge day in the Western Premier League here at Trungle Park, where Mousehole take on Bridgwater United. Visitors Bridgwater started the season in incredible form, and they look set to run away with the title, but their form has dipped in 2023. They now sit third, behind Mousehole. Mousehole know they can get their 11th straight league win this afternoon, and can make a huge statement should they beat Bridgwater. They would go 6 points ahead of the visitors, with 2 games in hand too. We're all set here for a massive day in the Western Premier League season.
Mousehole struggled in the opening 45 minutes, with Bridgwater the better of the two teams, and they deservedly took the lead with 15 minutes on the clock, after George King raced clear before slotting into the bottom corner. Mousehole were able, however, to dig out a critical equaliser on the stroke of half-time, through Adel Ghaffeti, who nodded in Hayden Turner's cross at the back post.
It's half-time here at Trungle Park, and well, lots to talk about after 45 minutes. It's Mousehole 1, Bridgwater 1. Adel Ghaffeti's got a late equaliser there for Mousehole after a very difficult 45 minutes for Jay Cashier's side, but the tide is now changing. Bridgwater at half-time have just gone down to 10 men. The referee has sent off the Bridgwater captain, which means in the second half, Mousehole have the game in their hands. 1-0 here, a very feisty encounter, but all to play for now in the second half.
In a second half where both teams were reduced to 10 men and neither team produced much good football, it was Mousehole who snatched the winner through an own goal by Bridgwater defender Jacob Spence, a massive moment in Mousehole's season.
It's full-time here at Trungle Park, and what a win for Mousehole. They've beaten Bridgwater by 2-1 here. They've turned it around after going 1-0 down in the first half. It's an own goal that wins it in the end, but a very scrappy 90 minutes of football. Not much unbelievable football on show from two sides right at the top of the division, but a huge win for Jay Cashier's team. Just 10 games left now in the division, and that was their 11th straight win. Huge day here at Trungle Park, and it's Mousehole who've got all 3 points. It ends here. Mousehole 2, Bridgwater United 1. 2-1 win at home to Bridgwater, one of the biggest games of the season so far. Talk me through your feelings.
I mean, when you look at the beginning of the season, this is one of those massive games, and it got a bit nitty-gritty actually in the game, and I think if we played that game last season, it probably would have been a different result. We probably would have absorbed a lot more of the pressure and they may have nicked one, but it just shows how far the group has come on, leaps and bounds, really, with our mentality to get through these big games. So, yeah, we're ecstatic.
Man of the match performance from you today, to get that in such a huge game, what does that mean to you? Your season's come on leaps and bounds too.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do it without any of the other 10 players on the pitch and the coaching staff and the people on the bench. It was a real team effort, so just to sort of be given this it's just a nice little add-on, but really the 3 points is the thing that I care about the most.
Last weekend, the 4-1 win to Buckland felt huge. Today feels huge. 11 league wins in a row, 10 finals to go. How are you feeling?
I mean, it's one game at a time. I'd be lying if we were to say we weren't looking at the league. We are, but we know that we have to take every game at a time and just see where it gets us. Train hard, rest up, sleep well, eat the right stuff, and hopefully we'll get there.
Adel, absolutely massive game today. Everyone associated with Mousehole knew how much of a big game this was for the club. How are you feeling after winning it?
Tired, but satisfied. It was tough first half for us. We didn't start well, conceded early. But you know, in these games, it's about the mentality that you gotta have. And I believe we had that mentality to come back in a game and win it today.
Goal for you, but also a lot of the defensive work you had to do in the second half. After it went 10v10 as well. How important is it in this sort of game when tempers are flaring to keep your cool at the back and lead the team?
Second goal for me, finally. I was waiting for that one actually. So that's the first one, and then you know, defending, heading, tackling, blocking. That's what I enjoy the most, man. And you know, going 10v10. That's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. You've got to manage those situations, and once again, if you've got the right mentality, then you succeed in these moments, and that's what happened today, man. 10v10. We managed the game. We came back and we won. Job done.
I have to take you back to when I first interviewed you on your first day back. 1st of October,
yeah.
We were miles off the pace in the league, but you said the objective is to win this league. 10 games left, still so long to go. But this incredible run of 11 wins in a row. Is it 10 finals now?
It is. It was 11, now it's 10. My dad always tells me, when you want to win the league, you have to win games at home, no matter what. Whoever you're playing against, you've got to win the games. And, you know, that's what we're doing. And we don't really care about 20 unbeaten, 22 unbeaten. We care about taking each game at a time. And that's what we did last week at Buckland. That's what we did today against Bridgwater. And that's what we're going to do on Tuesday night again. So one game at a time. We know what we want. We know where we want to go. And we got to keep working for it.
Jake, home to Bridgwater. Everyone associated with Mousehole knew how much of a huge game this was. To win 2-1, what does that mean?
Yeah, I think obviously if you look at the result, it's brilliant. It's just hugely important. But I think everyone that was here today come away feeling a bit odd about it. It was just, I don't feel anywhere near as elated as I thought I would, beating a top team like we have today. You know, I think there was some decisions for both teams today that were just baffling. And in the end, you know, it played out just ludicrously second half. You didn't know what was going to happen. And that meant the game was like all over the place. There's no pattern to it or anything. You know, and we like to control games, and we like to, you know, when you're on the sidelines, you like to be able to affect games from the touchline. But I just felt like I couldn't do anything today because you just didn't know what was going to happen next. And some of the, you know, the free kicks and decisions were just baffling. But I can say that because we've come out the right side for it. You know, I feel for Dave as another manager, because if he complains about it, it looks like sour grapes today. But I think for both sides, there were some really, really strange decisions today that in the end made it an odd game. But we're delighted to come out on the winning side. I think both teams probably didn't create a great deal of chances, but we got lucky and took ours, and scoring before half-time was really big. So, no, it's a big win. But, yeah, I'm hoping we don't have any more games like that one.
Any positives on the footballing side? Obviously going a goal down to a top side at Bridgwater, coming back and winning 2-1. Is that a positive on the day?
Yeah, of course it is. The resilience, I've said to you quite a few times now, Pablo, the resilience of the group is there to be seen. You know, and I knew they'd stick it out. And it's great. It's there now. You know, I don't need to keep saying it. It's definitely part of the group, which is massive. Positives other than that, Jack Braham's getting back on the pitch. You know, and I thought he was great for the 15 minutes that he had. Strong, you know, aggressive. Josh Yotto back on the bench. You know, there's another player back today. So those are certainly positives. And ultimately, at the end of the season, no one will remember the game. Or what happened in it. They'll just remember who came out on top, and we have today. So it'll be a positive. Give me another hour or so, or 2 hours maybe, and I'll see it as a real positive one. But at the minute, it just feels all a bit weird, really.
Nice to be on from today, but that is 11 league wins in a row now, and there's 10 games left. Is that 10 finals for you?
Yeah, they're all individual games, and I keep saying that. And they'll all be, you know, we've got another tough one Tuesday at Millbrook, you know, the only team that have beaten us, you know, so we know how difficult that will be up there. And then Ilfracombe next Saturday, who beat us last year. So yeah, they're all really difficult. So now we can focus on Tuesday, get ready for Millbrook. You know, might need to rotate and freshen things up a little bit. But we'll see how the bodies recover. But yeah, 11 wins on the spin is great. We just keep dealing with each game one by one. Boring, I know, and might make another terrible clips video. Well done, Kev, by the way, you made the big time for trawling out another cliche, but it's true, it's just one game at a time. So we'll focus on Tuesday now, and then after that we'll focus on Saturday.
Cheers, Jake.